Hi students, welcome to my channel Douglas Physics, and today's video we are going to study about the topics distance, displacement, speed and velocity. Okay, all these topics you guys covered in your 9th class. The same thing we will study here but little bit deeper, that's all. Now okay, what is distance? What is distance? Distance is the length of the actual path traveled by the body. The body may be going in, it may be any direction. It may be going in any path, but the length of the whole path is nothing but the distance. It means from here I am going to my office, it is 3 kilometers away. And from office I am coming back to my home. What is total distance traveled? 3 to go office and again to come back 3. Therefore total distance is 6 kilometers. That means it won't bother about the direction. Simply it is count of the actual length traveled. That's all. Therefore distance is the length of actual path traveled by the body. Okay, well and good. Now what is the unit of this? The unit of distance is nothing but SI unit is meter. Okay, well and good. Now same as it is a scalar quantity or a vector quantity. Already you know this. Distance is a scalar quantity or a vector. What is that? It is a scalar quantity. Okay. What is scalar quantity? Scalar quantities are the quantities which will depend only on magnitude. They won't bother of they will depend only on magnitude. They won't bother about the direction. Now if I am going from here to my office, it is in one direction. Again if I am coming back to my home, it is in reverse direction. Even then the distance is counted, that is 3 plus 3. I will bother about only the magnitude, 3 plus 3. I won't bother about the direction. Those type of quantities which you won't bother about the direction are known as scalar quantities. Now what is the opposite to it? That is vector quantity. The quantities which will depend on both magnitude plus direction. The quantities which will depend on both magnitude and direction are known as vector quantities. We will see it later. Now scalar, distance is a scalar quantity, well and good. Now I am moving here, I am standing here, I am going 10 kilometers in this straight direction and I am turning right for 5 kilometers. What is total distance travelled? The total distance travelled is 10 plus 5 is 15. Even though I am changing the direction, I won't bother about the direction. Simply I will count the length, the magnitude, that is 10 plus 5, 15. But if I am finding for other quantities, which are vector quantities, for these vector quantities I have to bother about the direction. 10 kilometers in one direction plus 5 kilometers other direction. That means I have to assume the direction also. Those type of quantities are vector quantities. But for distance it is a scalar quantity. Okay. Next, we will study about the displacement. What is displacement? What is displacement? You guys know it. What is that? Displacement is nothing but the shortest path between the final and the initial points. The shortest path between the final and the initial points. Now see here, the displacement is nothing but xf minus xi. That is nothing but final position minus initial position. Always remember, it is the displacement is final minus initial. And if you write reverse, initial minus final, that will be a wrong answer. You will get the direction different. Therefore, always write final minus initial. Now, direction of the displacement. Displacement is a vector quantity. I will come to it. This direction is from initial position to final position. This is the direction. Now, see here, this is the body, initial point, and the body is traveling and finally it came to the final position. That is, this is the final position. Now what is the distance? Distance is the length of whole actual path. This whole is nothing but the distance. It won't bother about the direction. But when it comes to the displacement is the shortest path between final and initial point. What is the final point? This is the final point. What is initial point? This is the initial point. Now what is shortest path? The shortest path is simply the straight line joining the 2 points. That means like this. The length of this shortest path is nothing but the displacement. I won't bother in which direction the body went. I won't bother in which path the body went. I will bother about only the shortest path in which the between the final and initial point. This is the shortest point. Therefore, the length of this one is nothing but the displacement. What is the direction? Direction is given from initial position to the final position. Therefore, what is the direction? Initial to final. Therefore, direction of the direction is like this. This arrow. This arrow represents me the direction. Therefore, displacement is having magnitude, that means the length of this span, plus direction. What is the direction? That is from initial to final. Okay, now this is a vector quantity. As just now I told you, what is this? A vector quantity is depending on the magnitude, how much length this is, plus the direction. If the initial point is here and if the final point is here, the direction will be in this direction. That means if the initial and final points are changing, the direction also is changing. That means the vector quantity is depending on both magnitude plus direction. Okay, well and good. Now what is SI unit? The SI unit of distance is meter. Same, the SI unit of displacement is also meter. Okay, well and good. Now I want to compare both distance and displacement. See here. Distance is always positive. Distance is always positive and the value of the distance is 0 when the body is at rest. If the body is at rest, then the distance traveled by the body is 0. If the body is not in rest, it is in motion. It may be moving in any direction, but always the distance is positive. It is always greater than 0. If the body is at rest, then only the distance is 0. Okay. Now when it comes to displacement, displacement can be positive, it can be negative, it can be 0 also. When the body is at rest, then the displacement is 0. Or if the body is moving some distance, again it is coming back to the same position. That means initial and the final points are same. Now body is this initial point, the body is moving like this and it is coming back to the same position. That means the final point is the same. Now what is the shortest path between the final and initial points? Both initial and the final points are same. If the both initial and final points are same, then what is the shortest path? That is nothing but 0. Therefore I will say displacement is 0. That means if the initial and the final points are same, then the displacement is 0. Okay. Now when the body will be negative, when the body is positive. Now see here. For displacement, I should take the reference point. I should take the reference point. See here. I am assuming this is a reference point, O. From O, the body is somewhere. I would assume in such a way that if I move this side, the value of the displacement is positive, and if I move this side, the value of the displacement is negative. I have to assume that there is one reference point, and one side of the reference point is positive, another side is negative. Okay? Or we can no need to assume the direction also, no problem. The body is traveling from here to here, the A. Now the A is at 100 meters, and I am assuming the O, the reference point is 0 meters. Now what is the distance traveled by the body from O to A? What is the distance? Distance OA is nothing but final position minus initial position. Simply the length, that is 100 minus 0 is 100 meters. Okay, well and good. What is the displacement? Displacement is Displacement is final position. What is the final position? This A is the final position. Therefore, 100 minus what is initial position? That is 0. Therefore, 100 meters, and it is positive. Now, from A, the body is moving back to B. The B is here, and it is at 50 meters mark. It is at 50 meters mark. Now, what is the distance AB? Okay, what is the distance? OA plus AB. OA plus AB. What is the distance? The distance is 100 plus again the body is coming back to B. That is how much distance? 50. Therefore, 100 plus 50 is 150. Therefore, 150 meters is the distance. But what is the displacement? What is the displacement? Displacement, what is initial point? What is initial point? Initial point is this one. What is the final point? The final point is B. Therefore, displacement is xf minus xi. Therefore, what is the final position? 50. What is initial position? 0. There is nothing but displacement is 50 meters. I think this is clear. Always displacement I will bother about the final position minus initial position, but the distance I will count the actual length travelled. Now if I want to find distance AB, you know say me? AB, just simply for AB. A is the initial position, B is the final position. Now what is the distance? From A to B, what is the total length travelled? That is 50 meters. And I won't bother whether it is positive or negative. I won't bother. But when it comes to displacement, now say me, when it comes to displacement, what is the displacement AB? Final position minus initial position. What is the final position? The final position is nothing but B. B is the final position, that is 50. Minus what is initial position? Initial position is A. A is at 100. Therefore, what is the answer? Minus 50 meters. That denotes me from A, the body is moving left side. That means left side means I am assuming it as negative direction, and right side means I am assuming it as positive direction. Therefore, this will say me, distance will simply say me the magnitude, but the displacement will say me the magnitude plus direction. That means I am standing here, I am here, and if I assume my right side is positive and if I assume my left side is negative, there is no rule that always the right side is positive. I am assuming. There is no rule that upside is positive, downside is negative, right side is positive and left side is. There is no rule like that. We are assuming like that. When you are solving the problems, we have to assume by our own. Now I am assuming right side is positive and left side is negative. Well and good. Now initially I am here. Okay, now I am moving from here to that side. Now what is the distance, displacement travelled by me? Displacement is the distance from here to there plus direction. Which direction I am moving? Left side. Left side means negative. Therefore, answer is minus 50 meters. When I find the distance is only positive. But when I find the displacement gives the length plus direction. Whether I am moving this side, if it is negative. If I am moving this side, then it is plus 50. If I am moving this side, it is minus 50. That means the minus and plus denotes me the direction. The same thing here. Minus denotes me the direction. This side. If it is positive, then I will say the point B is somewhere here. That means from A to B. That means this is the direction. Therefore, I will say this displacement is positive of 50. That means the positive gives me that side, right side. But the point B is here. That means from A to B I have to move in this direction. That means it is negative. Therefore, final answer we got as minus 50. I think this is clear. What is the distance and displacement? Always distance is greater than or equal to displacement. Always the distance is greater than or equal to displacement. If the body is moving in a straight line, simply straight line without any directions, then the distance is equal to displacement. But if the body is moving in curve paths, then distance is always greater than displacement. Now if you take example here, what's the distance? OA 100. What is displacement? 100. Because from O to A the body moved in a straight line. Now again distance from O to A plus AB. O to A plus AB. That means the initial and final. What is the distance? 150. What is the displacement? 50. Distance is greater than displacement. Now here distance from A to B. Final position is B. Initial position is A. Distance is 50 and displacement is minus 50. That means here also distance is greater than displacement. That means always the distance is greater than displacement. Or it may be equal. When it is equal, when the bodies are moving in a straight line, then displacement is equal to distance. Otherwise, distance is greater than displacement. That's all. Okay. Okay, now we will see one small problem. Then we will go to the topic speed and velocity. Okay, now it's a small problem. The body A is moving along the rectangular path. The body is moving in a rectangular path. Okay. Now the body started at point A and the body started to move along the perimeter of the rectangle and stopped at point B. The length of this one is 8 meters and this one also 8 meters. 8 meters. Okay, assume it is not centimeters, 8 meters. That means assume it is square. 8 meters, 8 meters, 8 meters totally. Now, the point, this length is nothing but 2 meters. The body started at point A and the body started to move along the perimeter of the square and it stopped at point B. And now this length is 2 meters. Now they told to find the distance traveled by the body. They told to find the distance traveled by the body and what's the displacement traveled by the body. Now say me what is the displacement. Distance means simply what is the distance is nothing but the length of actual path. That means 8 plus 8 plus 2. That means how much? 8 plus 8 plus 2 is nothing but 16 plus 2 is nothing but 18 meters. The distance traveled by the body is 18 meters. Okay. Now the displacement. Displacement is nothing but given by the formula xf minus xi. That is nothing but the final position minus initial position. That means what is the final position? This is the final position. What is initial position? This is the initial position. Therefore, displacement is simply the shortest path between the final and the initial points. Therefore, a straight line joining them. The length of this one is nothing but the displacement. Now, how to find that length? If this is 8, if this is 2, what is the remaining? The remaining is 6 meters. And this one also 8 meters. Now use the Pythagoras theorem. A square plus B square is equal to C square. Pythagoras theorem. 8, 6 and this is x. Now 8 square plus 6 square plus is equal to x square. Therefore 64 plus 36 is equal to x square. Therefore x square is equal to 100. Therefore x is equal to 10. Therefore x is equal to 10 meters. Therefore what is the displacement? Displacement is 10 meters. That's all. This is the distance and this is the displacement. Okay, fine. We'll see one more problem. Okay, now we'll see the second question. The body is moving along the circular path. This is a circular path and the body is starting at point A and it is moving along the circumference of the circle and it is stopping at point B. See here, the body is starting at point A and it is moving along the circumference and it is stopping at point B. The angle made by this length, the arc AB is given by an angle theta. Okay, this is the question. Arc length is AB and the angle made by the arc length is theta and radius is r. Now they told to find simply distance and displacement. Now see here. The body is starting at point A and it is moving along the circumference and it is stopping at point B. And this arc length AB is making some angle theta at the center. And the radius of the circle is r. Now what is the distance? This is the initial point and this is the final point and the body is moving along this length, along this circumference. Therefore, the length of this whole arc is nothing but the distance. The length of this whole arc is distance. Now how to find this arc length? In previous video I told the example. I told the formula also. What is that? Theta is equal to arc length by radius. Therefore, I want to find this arc length. If I want to find this arc length is nothing but the distance. Arc length is equal to how much? Arc length is equal to theta into radius. That is theta into r. Therefore, the distance traveled by the body is nothing but theta into r. Depending on this theta, the distance will change. Okay, well and good. How to find the displacement? How to find the displacement? Displacement is the shortest path between the initial and the final points. That means, if this is the final point and this is the initial point, what is the shortest path? Simply the line joining it. If I draw a straight line, then the length of this straight line is nothing but the displacement. How to find this length? How can I find this length? Now see what I am doing. I'm drawing a perpendicular bisector for this line, and that will meet at the center. Now see here, this is radius r, and this is also radius, that is r. That means this is a isosceles triangle. This is isosceles triangle. If this is isosceles triangle, if I draw a perpendicular bisector, then that has to meet at the vertex, and this is making an angle, half angle, that is theta by 2 and theta by 2. This perpendicular bisector is also an angular bisector here. This is isosceles triangle. This is r. This is r. Now if I draw an angular bisector here, that means these are two angles are same. Then this will be a perpendicular bisector here. The same concept I am using here. Now, and perpendicular bisector means this distance is equal to this distance. That means from A to here the distance is x, and from here to B the distance is x. That means from here to the distance is equal to from here to here the distance. Now I am using the Pythagoras theorem, or I am using the trigonometry functions. I can use anything. I am using this right angle triangle. I am using the right angle triangle. Now what they give? This is the angle. The angle is how much? Theta by 2. And what is this length? This is 90. Opposite to the 90 is hypotenuse, that is r. And opposite is angle, that is x. That is perpendicular. Now we can use which function? Sin theta by 2 is equal to perpendicular by hypotenuse, that is x by r. Now what is x? X we got as r sin theta by 2. Now we just keep it there. Displacement is how much? Displacement is the length of this, that is x plus x. That is nothing but displacement is 2x. That means 2 into r sin theta by 2. Therefore displacement is 2r sin theta by 2. Depending on this angle, the distance and the displacement will change. Distance is given by theta into r. Displacement is given by 2r sin theta by 2. If by chance if theta is equal to 180 degrees, that means pi radians, then what is the distance travelled? If 180 degrees means half of the circle. What is the distance? For whole cycle the circumference is 2 pi r. For half cycle the circumference is pi r. Therefore distance is nothing but, what is the distance? The distance is theta into r. What is theta? Pi. Therefore pi r. We got it. The total circumference is 2 pi r. For half cycle, 180 means half cycle, right? Half cycle means pi r. The same thing we got. Now if it is displacement, what is the displacement? Half cycle, that means the body is moving like this, 180 degrees. Now initial point, final point is, what is the distance? That is nothing but diameter, that means 2r. The same thing we will find it, that is 2r sin theta by 2. If theta is 180, then theta by 2 is 90. Sin 90 is 1. Therefore answer is 2r. That is nothing but diameter of the circle. Depending on this angle, the distance and displacement will change. And distance we got as theta into, that is nothing but simply the arc length, and displacement is nothing but the final point minus initial point. That means simply a straight line joining this. And now to find this length, I am dividing this triangle, and I am taking this triangle, and now for that triangle I am using sine function. That is sin theta by 2 is equal to x by r. From that I find the x. Therefore the displacement is 2 into x. Therefore 2r sin theta by 2. That is this. That is the displacement. And in this problem we completed distance and displacement. And in next video we will see about the speed and velocity. And if you guys are having any doubt, it may be any chapters, please mention my mail, and within 24 hours the doubts will be clarified. Thank you.